What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Mace Around the World show. Welcome back to the program. Here we go. Forgive me if you hear my stomach grumbling a little bit throughout this video. We're going to look at some Iranian food. This video is titled Iran's Most Important Food. They cannot live without it. What are we going to find? I'm guessing there's going to be some rice involved, maybe some kebab, and some other beautiful and aromatic and flavorful dishes. It's been really great, delving into some of the Persian culture on the channel. One thing I know, and I haven't even traveled that much, to be honest, and I do hope once everything, if we can ever return to any semblance of normalcy, I'll be able to travel. But we're brothers and sisters, everybody across the world. And for the most part, it's governments and the political elites, primarily world power, and to put it simply, the government that hate each other, spread propaganda, sow discord, when the vast majority of people are kind-hearted, beautiful, generous, welcoming. And that's the way I operate, and that's what I'll try to spread into the world if I can. Even if it's cheesy, it's a little cliche, you can never get enough of that sentiment. That's what we need right now. So let's share some food. Me and May and I, my girlfriend, we've been toying with the idea of doing this series, food around the world or dishes around the world, where we're going to try to cook some dishes from various places around the world. We'll see if we get to that or not. But let's get into this video, man. I'm hungry.
This is like slippery. It doesn't want to stay on my spoon. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
Iran. I heard it just snowed.
I've only been in Iran for a day, and already I'm blown away by people's passion for food.
This is great for sex,
I'm sorry, what?
And their willingness to introduce me to local flavors.
It's a Sohan factory, which makes...
You can talk to me.
which makes...
I like that. You're like, well, let me tell you, audience at home.
Today is no different.
This is like a giant food processor. Oh, I see.
As Tehran native Sahar and I dig deep into Iranian breakfast.
It can be a snack, it can be served as a lunch or dinner.
Lentils?
It's totally up to you.
The only thing is, this breakfast is like nothing you've tried before.
This machine here is kind of like a giant industrial strainer.
With a secret ingredient some would not expect to find on a breakfast menu.
It really reminds me of some breakfast I might have in the U.S.
Along the way, we'll also try Iran's deep green national staple.
Oh.
I love street food. And it's something that's been taken away from us a little bit now with the whole COVID stuff. Just going and trying a bunch of food trucks in a crowded place.
Oh.
But first, my morning smoke.
What's happening?
Oh, hookah.
Hello, hookah, sir. I'm being handed... This is a tremendous size hookah.
Hookah, smoking water pipes, is an age-old tradition with roots in India and Iran. I'm not supposed to promote getting a quick tobacco buzz, but while I'm here, I'm gonna try it. Do please note that breathing in acute amounts of smoke from any source isn't that good for you.
What do you call this here? You don't call it hookah, do you?
We call it belian, yes.
Belian. And it has this huge...
That one is iced. It gets it much more cool.
These days, cool lounges like this use flavored tobacco, usually something fruity like apple, watermelon, or today's blueberry. The tobacco is added to a clay dish, then topped with tin foil and hot coals that are placed at the top of the apparatus.
Pull up the plastic.
And then just start... We're gonna cut all the coughing, guys, editors. Make sure it looks just really cool, okay? I'm good at this. Oh, this is legitimate tobacco. I've got a little buzz already. That's very nice. I need to get used to it. You had to keep smoking, right?
Yeah.
Is Buddy trying to be Rambo with that? The red bandana? Hookah. I've never, or maybe I've tried a hookah at some point in my life. I think I have.
It's legitimate tobacco. I've got a little buzz already. That's very nice. I need to get used to it. You had to keep smoking, right?
Yeah, it will go down if you don't smoke for minutes, then it will just go down.
I have to keep smoking.
I don't like
He
smoking.
saw I got a little buzz, so he brought some tea for us. Oh, this is lovely.
We call it naba. It is the kind of crystallized sugar.
Oh, you can see it's getting a little smaller already. It's starting to dissolve and go
Nice.
into the tea. We cheers.
Salamati.
Salamati.
I would love that for my tea.
That's nice. I feel more like I've come down. I'm relaxing. I've just been walking around the streets a little bit, already seeing tons of different foods I've never seen before. But it seems people have a lot of pride in their food here, and a lot of fresh food.
There were a lot of people just immigrating to Tehran from different other kinds of provinces.
Kebab.
They bring their own
Yes.
traditional foods to Tehran. Right now in Tehran, we are
Get
going
in
to have
my
resh
belly.
ash, which is common in every part of Iran. In each and every province, they have their own version.
Ash, green, heavy, high-energy food. It could be considered the foundation of Iranian cooking. In fact, the Farsi word kitchen is ash pazkhane, meaning the room where ash is made. Iran has over 50 types of ash, depending on the region, but the most popular among them is ash reshteh, ash with noodles,
soup
and it's one of the
noodle-
only noodle
noodle soup
dishes
dish.
you'll find in this country. Alongside ash, I'll take on Tehran's staple breakfast dish, halim.
It is really heavy because
Halim.
of a lot of ingredients that we put in it. That's why people
Lentils,
eat it mostly
chickpea.
in Ramadan month.
Perfect. I'm gonna finish this whole thing, and then we're gonna get some breakfast. All right.
Yes.
Sayed Mehdi is a restaurant with over 50 years of history in Tehran. And when it comes to making halim, no one does it better than this father-son team.
Hello.
This is halim, a concoction mainly consisting of boiled wheat and one ingredient I didn't expect to be eating for
Boiled wheat, and it almost looks similar to like a porridge almost that we'd eat here. And it's boiled wheat. It has that texture. It's like sort of porridge-like.
a concoction mainly
Gruel.
consisting of boiled wheat and one ingredient I didn't expect to be eating for breakfast, lamb meat.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Lamb meat. Okay.
To begin, wheat grains are washed and boiled for 5
Wheat
hours,
grains. I
and
thought
the
it was
lamb is
lentils.
boiled for 2 to 3 hours.
It's like tender cooked meat that's been already kind of cooked sous vide style in a plastic bag, and then I think they're gonna grind it up now. Yeah, stand back. The meat is grinding inside. Oh, and then he puts in some of the broth here. It's like a wheat broth. Incoming. It looked like some roasted lamb, and it's completely changed texture. It's kind of become a bit mushy almost.
Wow.
Next, the wheat gravy is moved to a powerful industrial strainer.
Oh man. He's straining out all the flavors, all the essence.
So this is obviously like a very, like there's a big industrial-sized kitchen. I'd also be interested in seeing some more smaller operations, like just in a home kitchen. And this is interesting, the way that that lamb was transformed and then included into this almost porridge-like breakfast.
Since from the wheat without actually using the wheat husk. Putting in some salt right now.
And he's going to stir it.
The lamb meat is pounded into the wheat until it all becomes one thick, congealed consistency.
Can I slap it? I want to give it a slap. It smells amazing in here.
So
For each 2 kilograms of meat, we're going to have 40 kilograms of wheat.
All right.
so
Can I get like 2 or 3 minutes?
Later, we can top it with sugar and cinnamon, just like I do with my oatmeal back home.
This is finished. But it's finished, right? Let's try it out. Ali. Bab. Baba. How do you say it? Ba 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 ba. I think that's how you say yummy, but I could be completely wrong, or else I maybe sound like a lamb right now. That's really good. It's like a little bit of lamb infused into this strong wheat flavor. It's salty, it's weedy, it's a little bit lamby, and that's it. Super simple.
Next up, ash. A hearty, thick soup usually made with legumes, grains, and herbs. Lots of herbs. The preparation is simple, but the most time-consuming part is washing and mincing the herbs. Luckily in Tehran, you can head out to your local Iranian herb shop, complete with an industrial-sized herb shredder.
It smells right now in here. It's like a greenhouse garden. It's almost...
It must smell so aromatic in there with all of those different herbs around. Oh my gosh.
like overbearing. It is like a powerful herb essence,
Yes.
like a punch. This is what they're doing all day, just chopping up herbs.
Yes, they're going to chop them here and mix them together.
All these herbs
Yes,
are going
all
together.
Of them, yes.
Today's herb blend includes minced parsley, dill, leeks, tarragon, and cilantro.
This is like a giant food processor. Oh, I see. There's like a giant weed whacker blade right here in the middle, and that's mincing everything up in here. Oh, can I just grab it?
Yes, yes.
All right, here we go. Thank you, sir. All right,
Yeah.
let's try it out. Oh,
It's so fresh.
that has some punch. Very fresh, very aromatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful, just fresh, light flavor. I love that. Of course, you're not really supposed to eat it like that, right? Very intense. The last father-son team, they're like the Halim master.
Yeah.
My dude here, hello. Thank you. He is the Ash master.
Ash is high energy, bursting with flavor, and affordable. Likely another reason it has a long history in Iran.
How long have you been cooking Ash? What is the secret to
I'm gonna
making
try
the
Ash,
best
yeah.
Ash possible?
The amount of those ingredients and spices that he's going to add.
The perfect balance.
Yes.
Step 1. Boil lentils and the herbs from the herb store.
So these dishes seem like ones that are pretty simple, and that's why they're probably a staple, like for breakfast or quick lunch, because they're probably pretty cheap from a vendor and taste good and packed with nutrients, especially this one with the legumes and the chickpeas. Chickpeas and legumes are the same thing, but
This is what
And
gives
all the
Ash
herbs.
its signature green color.
Oh, everything turned kind of dark forest green.
Add in chickpeas, kidney beans, black pepper, and salt. In a separate pan, he adds turmeric powder, oil, and fried onion. Stirs it until it turns brown, then adds it back to the main vessel. Finally, he adds the salty wheat noodles and leaves it to boil for a few more minutes.
Yes.
We're doing it. I think we try the halim first. Do we just mix it all up?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah. That's so awesome. You know, I had something similar before in Oman. We took it, like, created balls in our hands, dipped it into rendered cow fat. It's like cow butter. Let's just try it out. Got little swirls of cinnamon, sugar.
It is delicious.
That's really yummy.
And it is really heavy.
Yeah.
I said because of all ingredients in it.
The cinnamon and sugar, they're best friends. They work so well together. Just one alone wouldn't have been nearly as good. Man, that's a great combination.
It depends on your own taste. There are a lot of people that they want to add a lot of kind of things.
You can also put any of this in there, but I kind of like what they did already. It has a very familiar breakfast flavor to me, except then I'm like, oh wait, there's lamb meat also. Ash.
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 Rishte.
How do you, wait, there's a longer name? I've been using the nickname this whole time. Mr. Ash
Rishte.
Rishte.
Yes.
This is the Ash base, but what really elevates the dish are the toppings. Kashk, a commonly used sour yogurt, caramelized onion, and fried mint.
This is like slippery. It doesn't want to...
that looks really good. It looks like I could also like dip some tortillas in there or something, add it as a topping on other dishes, and it looks hearty. It looks hearty.
Stay on my spoon. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's try it out. Oh, that's very nice. We tried the herbs earlier. It was a bit much. It was intense. But here, when that flavor is properly dispersed throughout the dish, that's really nice. Very salty, very savory. And the noodles, very soft. Almost no texture. It's a tremendous flavor. Very fresh, but like super heavy at the same time.
Yes, it is.
Everyone,
That building, I forget the name of it, but I've seen it in various videos now. And when I was researching Persian architecture, it's such a fantastic design. Persian architecture is wonderful, by the way.
I've only been here about a day, and I'm very blown away by this place and by the people, the hospitality, the kindness I see on the street, and just openness of people. It's certainly a place like no other.
There's something special about eating food that local people consider ordinary in such an extraordinary place. Ash, Halim, it's simple food, but it's inseparable from the culture and cuisine of Iran.
This breakfast was incredible. Thank you so much for your time and for showing me around.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming to Iran and for testing this.
From researching and shooting to editing and mastering, our 10-person best ever food review show team works hard to roll out the highest quality travel food entertainment twice a week. If you like what we do here, please consider supporting our Patreon. Patreon allows fans of the show to contribute a monthly sum and receive a load of extras like early video releases, private Q&As, and beyond.
To learn more about our Patreon, check out the link in the description box down below. And if you can't give or
I'll definitely leave the link for this particular channel down below in the description. Seems like a very informative channel for food if you're a foodie and you like learning about food around the world. Looks like a go-to place, specifically for street foods and food that's eaten a lot by the people. So we had ash and we had that other dish, the lamb sort of, what was the name of it? It was sort of like a lamb, almost like a breakfast porridge mixture. I'm sure it was, and then they were adding cinnamon with sugar on top of it. So I'm very interested to experience how that would taste. The other dish, it looked really good. And with the noodle dish I'm talking about, with the sour yogurt that was put on top, I would add some spices in there. It looked really hearty, really savory, like you said. And with all of those ingredients, the chickpeas, it just looked like it could pack a lot of nutrients in a small portion. Somebody's got to send me some of that. So no, you can't send that, but maybe we could make that. I don't know. It seemed like quite a long process, but he was making it on in a giant drum. So interesting, man. Interesting. As always, everybody, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you very soon. Peace out.